A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. Welcome back to episode 5 of the Phluffy Boiz podcast. I am your host, Evan, with my co-hosts, Brian and Kenyon. Well, it's been a whole another week. How's it up there in Kentucky, Kenyon?
It's pretty cold up here. I'm not gonna lie.
We got into the good temperatures this week of being back to normal, as Texas should be. But with it was in the 90s yesterday, so it's supposed to be back in the 40s by next Sunday, or this Trump Sunday. But who knows? Maybe it'll get a little bit colder. Have a finally fall weather before Thanksgiving hits us. Or Halloween.
Apparently it's supposed to be like super cold Halloween.
Really?
Apparently there's some type of system coming in that's supposed to there's supposed to be bad tornadoes.
For us?
Yeah, like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. It goes up like that. It misses Kentucky, but it goes up like that. And then all the northern states are supposed to get heavy snow. And everybody's supposed to get flash flood or something like that.
Holy smokes.
So everybody's supposed to have a really, really cold Halloween.
As we're wrapping up this week in sports, our Texas Rangers had a 2-0 lead on the series and have lost 3 straight since the last podcast. Rangers were up. No, they weren't. Yeah, they were. They were up 2-0 in the series against the Astros. It was a almost guaranteed spot to the World Series, but now that it is game 6 tomorrow? Rangers could be out of it. It is now 2-3 series, Astros.
Yep.
But they are in Houston, though, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah, and they got Nathan pitching, so Baldy's pitched real well all year. Nobody's won at home in this series, so.
I mean, the next 2 games are in Houston, but I'm hoping that, the Rangers can pull something out for us this season. The Phillies the series is tied 2-2. They start out 2-0 on the series. Now it's 2-2. And they've been extremely close games. It's like last night, the Rangers were up 4-2 at the top of the ninth.
And then Jose Altuve came up. Yeah. Jose Leclerc was pitching.
It's that good
3. It's 3-0 Phillies at the top of the 5th.
Well, it was 5-0 yesterday. Bottom of the 7th. Arizona Diamondbacks have came back. They've came back the past 2 games. Mark Harper hasn't done nothing. Trey Turner hasn't done anything these past 2 games. Because I picked up in prospects. They didn't do nothing. But yeah, it's another day in baseball. NFL wise, we had never mind. Saints and Jaguars. That's Thursday night. Never mind. That was Thursday night. And it was
you're
pretty
right.
close.
I don't know who played Monday.
Who played Monday night? Was it one Packers and Raiders?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
But coming up into the sports world, we have a lot of heated matchups coming up this weekend with a lot of them in college football, a lot of them in pro. Go ahead, Jesse.
He can stop by. He can. I was about to say he can stop in and say hi.
Hey, you stop and say hi to the podcast. Come right here and sit down. You
Sit on Santa Claus' lap.
You don't want to come say hi to the people of the podcast, the 29 subscribers that we have?
He's one of them.
He is one of them. We have a special guest at the time. Jesse. It's good. It's a little bit Jesse.
I was about to say, I can't see Jesse.
Hey, there's Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
There's all of them. Jesse said you looked fire. Fine, my bad. He said he loves you.
No, he loves you
too.
I mean,
Well,
you
I was going to get you a necklace, but Kenyon said you wouldn't wear no necklace. I was going to get it for all y'all. I was going to get him a 24, you a 12, Kai a 42, and Case an 8. But then he said he's not going to wear it because he's got 2 chains.
2 chains!
You wouldn't wear it because you'd lose it.
No. I had one, and then I broke it. Or somebody broke it.
And then Kai wouldn't wear his because he doesn't wear a necklace. In case someone neither. He don't wear
What?
He don't wear necklaces.
Okay.
I'll see it. In the sports world of college football and NFL wise, we have gotten a bunch of scores that we didn't even expect to happen in these past couple of weeks. Looking on today's games and last week's games we didn't get to cover until this podcast. Oklahoma had a bye week last week, and then they beat UCF today, 31. The 31-24, was it? Oh, that was the end final.
They won by 2.
They did win by 2. Yep. Yeah, because UCF scored it on like 1 minute left in the game. But 29-31, and it was not looking so good for Oklahoma in the beginning, but thank the Lord for Stoops, Dylan. It was all a perfect mix of offense. Never could ask for a better duo on the Oklahoma Sooners side. Last Saturday, Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week was Kobe Savage. And listen to this. He had 2 picks, 7 tackles, and he smoked the quarterback twice. Probably playing right now. He smoked that quarterback for Texas Tech.
Just so you know, for everybody who doesn't know, Kobe Savage is from our hometown of Paris, Texas.
Kobe is like a hometown hero. So is Jordan Williams, but we all know who Jordan was. But Kobe has went from being, playing at junior college to absolutely tearing it up at Kansas State right now. A lot of adversity because of his height and his size.
And tearing his ACL last year.
He went through a lot of adversity, but he kind of shows everybody here in the small community that even though that you are in a small community, you can do anything that you want. And if he ever watches this, if you're ever watching this, and that you ever hear us talking about you, we appreciate you. We know. We're glad that we live in the same town as you, and we're glad you're tearing it up in college. We can't wait to watch you in the NFL. I'm calling it going first round, baby. He's going first. He's going to be the 30. No, he's going to be like the 28th overall pick. I'm calling it.
Do you even know who has 28th overall pick?
It'll be like the top 4 teams. So it should be like maybe Philadelphia, 49ers, Chiefs. NFL-wise, we've had a bunch of weird scores, teams coming up winning that we didn't think was going to win. Cowboys shocking the Chargers Monday. Didn't expect that to happen at all.
Right now, the Detroit Lions have the 28th pick.
They have
and the team needs a cornerback, even though he's a safety.
He could transition. Hey, he's played many positions.
I think he started as a corner.
Yeah, he started as a corner. He originally started as a corner, and then he transitioned into a defensive back. But I think he's going to do good in the NFL. He's got to stay healthy and keep that knee from being hurt.
Dude, that reminds me of that Texas.
Jacksonville has the 26th pick, and they need a safety.
He'll either go to some really, really good team, which I don't see anybody taking him in the first 15 picks, but I mean like mid-20s, early 30s. First round, maybe. I'd say late first rounder to mid second rounder. But Rangers play tomorrow, dog.
Army is getting beat by LSU 48-0.
Army is?
Yep.
Shout out to Caden for his team.
Ole Miss is beating Auburn 28-14.
Did Georgia have a bye week this week?
Couldn't tell you. Utah's beating USC
Well, they
21-14.
No crap. You hear that?
7:30
Utah
left in
beating
the.
USC.
Man, Utah always beats you.
That's a good point.
Lincoln
It's
Riley
like
and
Kansas.
Caleb Williams.
It's like Kansas State to Oklahoma. Oklahoma just can't beat Kansas State for any reason.
Nope.
Alabama
We
beat
nearly got beat
Tennessee.
today.
You know, you by doing your knee thingy, that reminds me of that one time the Ranger game. Hey, you were just scratching your leg. I was like, why are you scratching my leg?
Oh, I was Kenny. I was doing this. I thought I was scratching my knee, but I was so tired. I was scratching Brian's knee.
I was like, what is this man doing? I said, yo, Evan, why are you scratching my knee? I thought I was scratching my knee.
That was great. Not looking too hot for our predictions there, my boy. You said
My
Rangers
predictions
in
in
5.
the trash.
You said
I think
Rangers
I said
in 5
Phillies
and
in
Phillies
6.
in 6.
So the
Phillies are
Phillies
still
thing
doing it
can
at
still
6.
happen.
I mean, Big Poppy, David Ortiz's prediction is they all said Game 7, but
Jeter said Rangers in 6. A-Rod said Rangers in 7, and then Big Poppy said Houston in 7.
yeah, it'll go on to a Game 7, I think, but it'll be. I just hope it's as good as. I hope tomorrow's game is good because I don't want to have to sit back and try and think of another loss, another year down. Then I got to watch the Astros in the World Series again.
And the Astros ain't. I'll tell you right now, the Astros ain't winning the World Series if Philly wins this series.
Why? Make sure
Because
that
it was. What do you mean? What makes me say that?
makes you say that.
Ain't no way Philly loses twice in the World Series against the Astros. Ain't no way. Not possible. Kansas
Like-
State is winning 41-3.
Quarter.
3:59 left in the fourth.
Hey, that's true. You don't know about teams because remember when we went to that Texas Ranger game, right? I asked you, hey, are the Texas Rangers might make it to the playoffs or the World Series? He said, nah. And look at him now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 5. He has
No, we don't.
two. He has two solo and 3 assists.
Wait. I'll be
You don't
turning
have
up
anything
again,
else?
man. I'll be turning it up again, man.
I have still yet to win a game in my fantasy league.
Really?
It says that the Chicago Bears has the number 1 pick as of right now.
They shouldn't, because hold on.
The number 1 and number 2. But it says that they think the Panthers will trade their pick.
Chicago's 1-5, but Oh, they do have the 1 and 2 pick this year. They
I
traded
guess
away. What's his name? Khalil Mack. In that. Oh my gosh, hold on. They traded a first round pick to the Chargers. No, it was like a 3-way deal or something like that for Khalil Mack, and they got like
It says
two.
via trade with 0-6 Panthers. It's Chicago, Denver, Arizona, New York Giants.
Chicago won't pick up a quarterback. They said Chicago, Denver, Arizona. Who's number 5?
Says they need an offensive guard, a center, an edge, defensive tackle, and a wide receiver.
Bryce Young? Yeah, he's like Kenyon size.
I appreciate it.
5'10".
5'9".
So you're like an inch shorter than Bryce Young.
I appreciate it.
You know how tall Kyler Murray is? 5'11".
Kenny, you're 5'9"?
Yep.
Probably you.
I thought it was 6 foot, but I may be tripping now.
You're a little bit taller than me, Brian.
Not by a lot.
I'm talking both of y'all.
You only have to be 3 inches taller than me. Even if you're 5'11" and a half, that's 6 foot. Ain't nobody 5'11".
5'11" is just a weird number.
Ain't nobody 5'11". They either underplay it and say they're 5'10" or they're 6 foot.
Hey, yo, 5'11" is just a weird number. At 6 foot, come on, everybody really 6'1". 6'1" is just a weird number, so I'm 6'2".
I really wanted to be 6 foot. That's all I wanted, just 6 foot. Even if I was 5'11" and a half, I would have took it.
Hey, it's
5'9".
You're not too short. You're not too tall. You're just right there. The Goldilocks zone.
Yep. I'm too short now. 5'9", too short.
We have the weather for this week. Don't know if Earl saw it yet, but we're still doing the forecast for Paris at Bowling Green. And that will bring in our weather for the podcast. And this week, with temperatures getting up into the 80s, as of Monday, we will have a high of 75 with a low of 66 with a 61% chance of rain. Grab your coats. It's going to be raining. Tuesday, we are going to have a high of 82. Where did the winter weather go from? Last week it was in the 40s. Now we're in the 80s.
It's Texas. Why are you questioning it?
Yeah, then the high, a low of 67. Wednesday, we have a 55% chance of rain with a high of 81 and a low of 68. Thursday, we have a 58% chance of rain with it being the high of 78 and a low of 66. And then Friday, we have a high of 75 and a low of 62 with another 58% chance of rain. That is your weather forecast for Paris for the next week. Kenny, take us with the Bowling Green weather.
So, in Bowling Green on Monday, it'll be sunny. The high is 74, the low is 55. Tuesday's also sunny with the high of 79, low of 55. Wednesday is still sunny with a high of 77 and a low of 61. Thursday gets a little partly cloudy. The high of 77 and the low of 63. And then Friday it gets a little bit more cloudy, just a little bit. But it stays 77 as the high, and the low will be 59. The Diamondbacks scored.
What's the score now?
7-4.
7-4. Holy crap! We done missed out a whole bunch.
No, it's 4. It's 4-1.
Okay, I was about to say, holy smokes, stuff. NBA season starts up Tuesday.
Nobody cares.
What do they do? We have NBA fans on here. The Mavericks play Tuesday. The Lakers and Nuggets play Tuesday. And the Warriors and Warriors and somebody else played Tuesday because I'm on prospects.
Ooh.
But next week we're hoping to have more of a crazier Halloweeny podcast and bring all your boo baskets and your boo friends. Sit down and watch an amazing Halloween podcast.
You know what this guy did once?
What?
This our one friend that we have, right?
Mhm.
He had this dinosaur outfit. Rah rah,
Okay.
the T-Rex, tiny arms.
Yeah.
So this dude decides, hey, I have a big owl idea. He asked him, can you take the dinosaur outfit? He said, yeah, sure. So we get to the movie theater. We have the suit all in the back. So we have to wait for him to put on the suit. Seeing a fat man trying to put the tiniest outfit is the funniest thing ever. So he's struggling, but he finally gets it on.
I struggle putting on that dinosaur outfit.
Yeah, you did.
I bet you did.
So he finally gets it on. We air it up, and we get walking. Stupid. He starts He's waddling. Side waddle.
Waddling, baby. You get to waddling.
Get to the desk. He gets up there and then he points. He looks at us and he goes, "Where we could pay." And then we got our tickets, but then they told us as soon as we got in there, they told us we couldn't get it. It's a buzzkill, but
So y'all,
Told me I couldn't wear it.
so you went inside to like the bathroom?
No, I went to the movie.
yeah, we were in the lobby in the movies, and they told him that he couldn't do it, so we had to walk all the way back, make him struggle again to take off the suit, and then we went in and watched the movie.
Oh, so you got dressed outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then proceeded to have the whole movie theater to ourselves.
Yep, with nobody in it.
And we started screaming.
Oh yeah, it was that time. It was funny.
I broke my ankle running down the aisle. Yeah, I had ran down the aisle and completely shattered my ankle. Yeah, that was the night that we went and got a large basket of popcorn.
Don't always get a large basket of popcorn.
I was either get a small or medium. I don't like a large basket of popcorn. You took off your shoes.
Well, most people get a large basket of popcorn and then share the popcorn.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we shared it, but, like, half of it was on the floor by the end of the night. Half of it was on the floor, and a lot of it was on Bryson.
You know, I was driving in the car today, and I was like thinking about everything I've kind of been through while I've been up here.
Yeah.
And like, I low key haven't got anything accomplished.
I mean,
Like, yeah, I have a full-time job and I enjoy my job, but like, I don't know.
hey, you want to come home?
That's the thing. I don't want to come home.
Well, what do you mean by you don't want to come home?
Like, I like my life up here.
Does that mean you'll never come back? Baby, come back.
That's not. No, that's not what that
You can
means.
blame it all on me. But like you were saying, like you don't want to like. But you just said you haven't accomplished anything, so why not just come back? Because then once you come back,
I didn't accomplish anything in Paris. So how am I
but
supposed
then you've
to
also got more
accomplish?
experience in Kentucky. Then why don't you come back over here and bring your experience over here? And then we're all together again.
Because it's not all about me doing stuff that pleases y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can
I
help.
still have to put my life first, and right now I think my life is better up here. But I'm running out of time of being able to stay up here.
What do you mean you're running out of time?
Like my plan was to stay until Christmas, and Christmas is almost here, and I haven't accomplished anything.
So your plan was to stay till Christmas and come back home.
Kinda, yeah.
But now it's not at that yet. It's not back at it. Now you're gonna go back up there after Christmas.
I'm not coming down for Christmas. I
Um,
might be coming down for Thanksgiving, but I'm definitely not coming down for Christmas because I work Christmas.
Yeah. Did you see they're coming out with a new Marvel movie?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So we're supposed to be getting what is it? Is it Silver War or is it Civil War? No, it's the newest Marvel or Avengers movie.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to it.
So we get a new Spider-Man movie. Hopefully this coming up year, 24. Our last one was in 22, I think.
I think it was in 20.
Was it in 20? December of 2020. Or is it 21? Yeah, it was December 21 because me and Brian went and we were in college. Yeah. Because you showed up at the same time we did. And you were in an all Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah. But I wasn't dating anybody, was I?
Oh, you're still at.
Yeah. Was I still in Southeastern?
I'm trying to. I don't no, because you were at Southeastern for what, 2 years? A year and a half?
No, I went to Southeastern the fall of 20.
Yeah.
And then I was at PJC the fall of 21, or the spring and fall of 21.
I got something for you.
Kenny, is there anything that you would like to share about a funny story about me, you, or Brian, and something that we did back whenever you were in town? Like any type of like fun experience?
I have a story. It's one time when we went to Durant, to a casino, or to the casino in Durant, and there's two parts to the story. So the first part is when we first got there, and we drove to the car park, like the big, I can't think of what it's called, the big thing.
Yeah.
Go up. We always park at the top. So we're parked at the top. Of course, we got to use the elevator to get down to the casino part. So we're walking to the elevator, and Brian goes, "Bro, I hate when the elevator gets packed. I hope it doesn't get packed. I hope it's just us three." And then he went on to tell us that he also doesn't like it when it like does this little thing when it stops. Well, we get to the elevator. It's just us three. We get in. We go down. We're on the 5th floor. It goes down to the 3rd floor, and all these people come in, and it's like fully packed in this elevator. And Brian's already got us laughing because to stop at the 3rd floor, it does the little thingy. So we stop at the 3rd floor. All these people come in. I look at Brian, and Brian just has like the meanest mug face on his face because he's like, I can't believe this just happened. And then I look at one of the ladies in there, and then I make straight eye contact with Evan, and me and Evan just straight died laughing and like laughed the whole way down while all these people are looking at us like we're stupid. And Brian is just sitting there looking like that, just in the elevator. And then we get off the elevator. We're having we have a fun time, doing our thing. And then I want to play. There's a certain machine that I always play when I go to the casino. It's this big, huge Like, it's
It's
just
a
really
colossal
big.
diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was waiting on this lady to get off, and she like put $400 in, kept getting down to like 100, and then she'd hit all the way back up to like 500. Well, she got down to like 450 or something, and then decided to leave. Well, I thought, I mean, when you leave, of course, you cash out, you take you take your ticket, and then leave, and then you either cash it out or wait to cash it out. Well, so I thought she had cashed it out, so I go up, I put my 20 in, I hit, and I look up, and there's like $460 on the screen. And I was like, I didn't hit, like, I just lost. Like, I didn't hit anything. Why do I have $460 when I put $20 in? And so then I realized what happened. So I cashed it out because I still see the lady over by like the ATM. So I see this lady over there, or the lady, and I run over there. And I'm like, "Hey, you left your $400, but I put 20 on there. Do you want to give me like a $20 bill or something, or like what do you want to do?" And she's like, "No, you can go over there and play like your 20 off of it, and if you win anything, you can just have it." I ended up not winning anything,
Yeah, we didn't win nothing that
and
day.
I didn't get my 20 back either.
I think we stayed at the casino till. I want to say we stayed there till.
We stayed there pretty late.
Like 2.
I
Did you
lied.
get-
There's three parts to the story. So that was part 2.
Evan lost $300 that day.
That's not what I was gonna say. But
Oh, well.
to continue part 2, like in the moment, like I felt good, and like I knew I was doing the right thing while Evan was telling me just to take the $400 and run.
Don't say that on the podcast.
You 100% told me that.
I 100% did, but not people need to know this.
And Brian was on the fence. He was like, if you take it and run, you're up $400, but is it the right thing to do? No. So we should do it the other way. But I'm here for either way. And then I was like, I got to be the good guy that I am. I can't do this. So, in the long story short, I had almost $500 just sitting in my hand, and I gave it away, which I don't regret my decision, but the thought of me having $500 in my hand does hurt a tiny bit. But the third part about it is the next day I got broken up with. So that's part 3 of that story.
You know, there's also a part 4 to this story because you got back together with her, and then
Part 5 of the story, 2 months later, here we are.
broke up again.
Yeah.
Part 6 of the story, you crouched in the back of my pickup listening to sad songs while you went and played Top Golf, and it was colder than piss that day.
That'd be before part 5 then.
No,
Because that happened the first time we broke it. Yeah. Yeah.
Part 8.
So
You got
that
married.
so hold on. We're getting our parts mixed up. So if we go up to where we were. So part 4 or part 3, I get broken up with.
Yep.
So before part 3, Joel and his wife now got back together.
Yep.
At the time they were just dating. So now we jump to part 4 to where I'm crying in the back seat playing Top Golf with y'all and Joel and his girlfriend or his wife, the girlfriend at the time. And then part 6 would be the second breakup.
Yep.
And then part 7 would be me coming up to Bowling Green and living here.
Part 8 is that she got married.
Part 8 is where Joel and his wife got married. And then here we are at part 9. Having a podcast. But we missed a lot of parts in that part 9 story.
Baby, come back.
But that is the kind of the summary. Like, if you were ever to like call me, like if I was in town and you were to call me and be like, I need help with doing this, like I'll show up and help. But then like afterwards, like why are you getting me into this? Like, just be a normal human being and not get us into this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we did.
I'm pretty much back to square one. So, because what I moved up here for, I'm not even doing. Actually, the 2 things that I moved up here for, I'm not doing. And the one thing that's kind of in the works, like things keep happening to where I don't know if it's like God saying like it ain't something you're supposed to be doing, or if it's just like the devil interfering, trying to make me think I'm not supposed to do it. Like, hopefully I can figure it out.
I mean, we're ready for you to come home, dog.
But like I said, like I'm getting more accomplished just being up here, yes, than being in Paris. But like if I was to move back, like I wouldn't get anything. Like this trip kind of would have meant nothing if I was to go back to Paris now.
You know, we hit our 1 month on the podcast this coming up week's podcast episode, and actually it's been a month since you have been back in Bowling Green. And like you were just saying, if it means that you stay down there for like a year or 2 and then come back home, and I mean,
I don't know if I'll be able to stay up here a year or 2, but
I'm just meaning like whenever you do eventually come home, you know, like we're always here for you to help you through
really,
stuff, and that we're your best friends. That's why it's called the Phluffy Boiz. You're not fluffy, you're skinny. But you know, with the visits that you come down and take with us, you know, we're blessed to have them with you and being able to see you sometimes every once in a while. I did. Now listen, there was one time where you were in Norman, and I really thought you were going to come back down and like see us for just like 2 days, but nope, he didn't. Flew right back to Bowling Green. I was like, man, General Booty. No, hold on. This way.
That way, Kenyon.
Other
way.
Oops. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was going real fast. Ow, my freaking arm. Better news of, you know, coming up to this weekend's games with the NFL. We have a bunch of. Never mind. I just completely forgot we were all the way up in here. We just want to thank everybody that's been watching the podcast. You know, I know it's not your typical funny cussing podcast that everybody likes to watch. You know, it's not like Two Bears, One Cave or the rest of them that are talking about different types of stuff. But, you know, it's extremely amazing that some people actually watch the entire podcast to the end where they, you know, have to hear what we say with everything. You know, I know that it's a long podcast, and you know some are not as long as the others, but I mean it gives us our little time to talk and, you know, like talk to each other about stuff. But we're all just trying to have a good time and figure out each other for the week. Kenyon, what's your coming up plans for this coming up week?
you know, Work.
What do you got planned for this week, Brian?
Work. All week long.
What do you have? What do you have planned for this week, Evan?
Sitting on his butt all day.
I'll be working this whole week.
You have work?
Yeah.
Kind of work.
I've been working all day.
Prospects work. After tomorrow, I hope that I'll have enough money in my bank account to get me through the week for prospects. And that will do it for episode 5 of the Phluffy Boiz podcast. And that is Boiz out.
There's a blessing, baby.
Ain't no way I'm doing a bloopers this time.